Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we have a crazy Hogger list, which is just so much fun. And this Hogger list actually allowed me to push to pass 4K very easily. So yeah, I wanted to show it to you guys. This is one of my top 3 lists, so I thought it deserves a highlight. It's also one of the most fun lists. If you guys don't know, Hogger got so much better because of the fact that the rocket towers, well, we got the rocket towers instead of the dragon towers, right? Because Hogger will actually be able to reach that base and deal so much damage, especially when he's at max charge. So anyway, we'll jump into the deck breakdown. But just before we do so, guys, if you guys love the content, make sure to like and subscribe. And also tell me down below what are your thoughts on this list. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump into it. Check it out. All right, so the list runs Hogger, Quillboar, Polymorph, the Dark Iron Miner, the Prowler, the Safe Pilot, and the Griffin Rider. So the whole idea of the list obviously is to cycle our Hogger over and over again, but we do have some good economy with our Dark Iron Miner and our Miner to actually cycle back some gold. And we also play the Quillboar, so we do not only play the Dark Iron Miner, we also play the Quillboar, because when we do play Dark Iron Miner, it happens quite often that your opponent will play a Quillboar to counter your Dark Iron Miner. So you'll play the Quillboar to counter your opponent's Quillboar, which works extremely well. Other than that, we have like our Polymorph, which is going to help us to actually land some damage on the enemy base by polymorphing whatever our opponent is going to play to counter our Hogger. And we also have our Safe Pilot, which kind of does like the same job here, right? We do have our Griffin Rider. Our Griffin Rider is our biggest anti-air. So we do want to play the Griffin Rider defensively and to answer to the opponent's counter. So we got to make sure that we know what our opponent is playing, and then we need to control all of that. So if our opponent is playing like Harpies, we need our Griffin Rider already on board. So you have to play the Griffin Rider very well. And then we also have the Prowler. So the Prowler is very good to deal with a lot of different units. It is very good right now in the meta because it can dash on those towers and dodge those first rocket volley from the rocket towers, which is really good. But the Prowler is also very good to deal with a lot of different melee ground units, which are more common since we have the rocket towers now. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go into more of a deck breakdown card by card like I usually do. Let's start off with our Hogger. So we play Hogger with our Ham Hawk. Ham Hawk is just the best talent by a large margin. We want to play our Hogger. Our Hogger gets stronger and stronger every time we play it. That's because of his leader ability, Relentless, where his movement and attack speed increases 35% each time he is played, and this stacks up to 3 times. So yeah, at the start of the game, we want to play our Hogger and we want to cycle as quickly as possible. So always play your Hogger first and then your Miner. If you have your Hogger in your starting hand, you play the Hogger and then go for Miner and Dark Iron Miner. And you have to know where do you want to play your Hogger. Do you want to play it down the left so you control the middle, or do you want to play it from the bottom right or top right? Top right will obviously be more aggressive, and then bottom right will allow you to create more of a push behind it, which is another good option, right? So yeah, make sure you know what you're playing against and why you want to play, or where you want to play the Hogger accordingly. Right, so Hogger very good leader right now because of the fact that we have rocket towers now. And Hogger, when he's actually at his max charge, he could dodge the first volley because of the rocket towers, because he is going to move so fast. So Hogger very good. So I talked a little bit about all the different units. So let's start off with the Quillboar. The Quillboar, you could go for any talent really. I like Tunnel Vision, but a lot of people play Bristleback, which is also a very good talent. The Quillboar Unbound Meanie, I use it to protect my Dark Iron Miner, but also you can tank from the tank for the Hogger, right, by tanking the rocket tower. So you can play the Quillboar aggressively on the other lane so that the rocket towers attack the Quillboar, then your Hogger can get some more value in. Also very good to distract some target to deal with a lot of different stuff. So Quillboar just fantastic. In the same lane as the Quillboar, we have the Safe Pilot. Safe Pilot is awesome, and we also play Safe Pilot. So Safe Pilot is kind of our spell, really, but Safe Pilot has some very important usage in this list. You can't really just play the Safe Pilot whenever you feel like Try to use it, especially against whelp eggs. You have to play safe pilot like very, very well, because you need to time your safe pilot so that the Hogger gets a slap on the whelp eggs, and then the safe pilot crashes onto the whelps before they start doing damage to the Hogger. So it's extremely hard to play the safe pilot, but if you do play correctly, you're going to get a lot of value, right? So safe pilot, very good. I play with Gnomish Cloaking Device. Some people play with Coming in Hot, which is also a very good talent. So it's your decision here. What's very good about safe pilot, again, is to play with Polymorph. So Polymorph, well, I mean, let's talk about Polymorph right now. Polymorph is our only spell in this list if you don't count the safe pilot. I played Golden Fleece to get that single gold refunded. I think it's the best. A 2 cost Polymorph is just insane. But yeah, you play your Polymorph, and then you can safe pilot on top of the Polymorph, because the safe pilot does some elemental damage. So if we look, we only have some elemental damage from our safe pilot, so that's why it's such a great combo. Okay, it's a great combo to deal with a lot of different push, but Polymorph is also very good to deal some extra damage on the base. So if your opponent is going to defend, you could just Polymorph whatever your opponent is going to play. And then your Hogger might get a lot more damage on the base, right? But keep in mind, guys, this list is a cycle list, right? So what you want to do is just cycle as much as possible. So if you don't have to play your Polymorph, don't use it. Polymorph is extremely good defensively on the Rocket Towers, because the Rocket Towers does elemental damage in AoE. That covers the whole of Polymorph area, right? So Polymorph is very good, even though we only have we just have the safe pilot as an elemental damage source in our list, because the Rocket Towers do elemental damage. So very, very solid. We have the Dark Iron Miner. Dark Iron Miner is for the economy. I go with Gold Mine to have some more presence on the board in the middle lane, but you can go for whatever you want. Dark Iron Miner, I like to play in my cycle, right? Because if you go and you play your Hogger, your Miner, your Dark Iron Miner, right? And then both your Miner and Dark Iron Miner get some more gold. You can cycle so quickly to your Hogger, which is why this is awesome, right? So what happens quite often is you play Hogger, then Miner, then Dark Iron Miner, and then he's going to try to counter your Dark Iron Miner, so you play your Quillbore on the Quillbore. And then, I don't know, you have like a safe battle you could also play, or Polymorph for a Griffin Rider, and then you're back to your Hogger, and you can start over again, which is fantastic, right? So, yeah, guys, we then have our Griffin Rider. Griffin Rider is just a great meanie. It's not as good offensively because of the Rocket Towers, but it's still very, very good. I play with Mighty Throw. You could play with Airdrop if you want your Hogger to get like an extra level, but most of the time your Hogger is going to sprint so far in front of the Griffin Rider once it's like level 3. What's your Hogger's level 3, right? Because of the fast movement speed. So I rather go with Mighty Throw, especially because like everyone's playing Griffin Rider. So if you're facing another Griffin Rider, you want the extra range to be able to deal with it, right? Griffin Riders are really good to attack the middle section of the map, because of that extra range. You can deal with Harpies, you can deal with other Griffin Riders, you can deal with Ren Blackhens because of that Mighty Throw talent. So Griffin Rider, very, very solid. You got to be careful when you play your Griffin Rider. You can't really afford losing your Griffin Rider, because then you're going to have to cycle back to your Griffin Rider, which is pretty much one of your only source of anti-air other than like the safe pilot, obviously. So you got to be very, very careful as to how you play the Griffin Rider. And then finally, I talked about the Prowler earlier. The Prowler is very, very solid. I go with On the Prowl to gain stealth, which is very, very solid. Just a lot of versatility from the Prowler. It has some chip damage potential, or some damage on the base potential. It can deal with some important targets. It's just solid for 3 gold. It's not expensive. It's pretty cheap. So yeah, this could be swapped for something else if you guys want more anti-air or whatnot. But I love the Prowler right now, and I love the fact that everything's so fast. It could just like sometimes get some more chip damage. We don't have any spell that can do some chip damage on the towers, so that's why like a Prowler is also important here. So yeah, guys, this is the list. I hope you guys do enjoy this list. We'll jump to some PvP games. Please tell me down below what you guys think of this list. I reached above 4K with this list fairly easily, so I hope you guys do enjoy it. It's most importantly one of the most fun lists I've played since the longest time. So yeah, guys, we'll jump to some PvP games, and we'll see you guys there. Okay, we are against a Ren list. We'll play our Hogger immediately with our Dark Iron Miner and our Quillbore here to fight his Dark Iron Miner, and we'll play our Miner. So the Griffin Rider should take care of the Ren. That's very good. So we will save here. And then we'll Hogger here the safe pilot. Here we do not have to address it. And we will quill board the Dark Iron Miner, and we can send our own miner here. I don't think we will address it. Okay, that was the perfect play. Go for. Come on, Griffin Rider. Yes, so the Griffin Rider does take care of that. Of that whelp, which was great. Get miner here, and now we need to play our Hogger again. Let's go. So our Dark Iron Miner stays alive, which is great. We will play our safe here. We'll try to time it. We missed the timing, unfortunately, but we do get some chip damage in. Opponent does have harpies. We'll play our miner, and now we have our Hogger again. So I'm expecting Whelp X to drop. I guess not. We'll play the safe pilot defensively. And we do get some good damage in here. We won't polymorph just yet. We'll keep it for our next push. Quillbore here. We'll play our Griffin. I meant to play the Griffin Rider here, but we do have the Hogger. We'll play our Prowler defensively. Can we get a hit in? Okay. We're going to have to defend more than that. Okay. Miner, Quillbore. We'll play the Quillbore to defend the Prowler. Can our Prowler get a hit? We do. This is great. So we deal with the Harpies. So now we can play our Hogger, our Dark Iron Miner. And then we'll play the safe here preemptively. There it is. All right, we are against Dog Lightning, which is one of our Discord member. And he's playing Sylvanas. We'll play a miner here. I should have played my Hogger first. So I'll play my Hogger here. So he's playing Shaman, which is very interesting. We'll play a Dark Iron Miner. We should be able to take care of that Quillbore and keep our Dark Iron Miner alive. And now we will save. That's a good Holy Nova. We'll allow the Banshee to connect, and then we'll play our Hogger. All right. We need our Hogger to level up.
What joy is there in this curse?
We'll play our Prowler here. We'll play our Hogger. We'll play our Dark Iron Miner here to tank for the Banshee. we'll play our Prowler offensively because we are leaking gold. We'll play our Griffin Rider. Then our Hogger. I'm expecting a Banshee here.
What joy is that in this curse?
I guess not. That's a good Holy Nova once again. We will play things here. We didn't even need to play our safe pilot, but better safe than sorry. Here we have our Polymorph at the ready for whatever he plays. I think we might be able to just end the game here. Yep, we Polymorph. We get our 2 gold back. And that should be it. GG. Alright, we are playing against the Gromash list. We will play our Miner, our Dark Iron Miner, and you need to play our Hogger far behind. We'll play our Quillboar to threaten that Dark Iron Miner, but he still does get that gold mine. So we play our safe just to deal with the whelp eggs. Then we can cycle back. We'll play our Dark Iron Miner here. We do get some chip damage in. Okay, we'll play our Hogger far back. Our Miner here. We'll save here. So he does play Execute and Chain Lightning. We'll try to cycle us to our Hogger. Just because he used so much. We play our Polymorph, and we are going to try to cycle once again. At least we got a hit in, which is fairly good. Okay. We will use everything here. We really do not want to lose this tower. We need to save here because of the fact that the whelps are air units. Alright, so he controls now the middle, but we did take our tower back, and our Hogger is stronger than it was at the start of the game. Now we can play our Hogger. He already played the whelp eggs. He just used his execute. Alright. We'll play our Prowler far back just in case he starts like executing. We'll save here. And then we'll play our Hogger as well. That's pretty good. Alright. We'll Quillboar here on the left. Unfortunately, our Hogger got destroyed by the splash damage from the rocket towers. Okay. I think we do not have to address the left side. We'll play the Quillboar here to help with Dark Iron Miner win the fight. Our Hogger does get some value on the Quillbore, and then we have our Polymorph here. We'll play our Prowler to further support, play our Miner far back. We have our Polymorph at the ready. And I think our opponent gave up, and we will take another win. All right, we are once again against Dog Lightning playing his Sylvanas list. All right, we'll play our Hogger first. We'll play it here, so we do have a presence down the middle. So our opponent is playing Gargoyle. So I'm guessing the deck has changed. I think we will Polymorph. We don't want to lose our tower so early in the game. You know what? We'll threaten his base. Want to cycle to our Polymorph though. All right, we'll play our Griffin Rider. And now, should we go for the left base, or let's go for the right base? Or maybe that wasn't. Maybe that was a mistake. That was probably a mistake. I should have went for. Maybe we can get it back. Board here, and we can send our. I want to send my Dark Miner, but I want to play my Hogger first. We'll play the Griffin Rider here to try to deal with the Gargoyle. Right. We'll play our Prowler here. And then we will save here. Alright, so we do take back our right tower. Now can we get back our... Can we take the left one? We will need Polymorph. We'll play our own Polymorph here. And there it is. All right. We are in a great situation. We'll play our Miner far back here. And now we'll just play our Hogger with our Griffin Rider, a Quillbore, a Prowler, a Miner, another Hogger. And we take the win. We take the win. So he changed his deck to have Gargoyle, which I believe was a great decision. But we were able to take back our base, which gave us the win.